So I was living in Denver at the time, and I was working at the hospital in Aurora up there.
I was working in Colorado Springs, and it was the end of SoCo basketball season, and the Lathams have this big party bus, and so got invited. We went up to Denver, and you stop at a bunch of different places. You eat, you drink, you dance, you have a lot of fun.
So we meet up with them down at one of the stops, and I noticed David right away because he's like tall and has a beard. He's very handsome, and I wasn't sure if he was like with someone who was there or not because it was a big group of people. And so at the final stop, we ended up meeting up at Howl at the Moon. It's like a dueling piano bar downtown Denver.
All of a sudden, Hilary's cousin Marley waves me over, and so I'm doing my thing because I see this tall blonde girl.
And he comes strutting over to come say hi, and we danced and exchanged numbers, and we went on a date like a week later.
Hilary was drunk on the date and threw her knife across the room when she was trying to cut a quesadilla. And yeah, the rest is history.
One of the very first times that I realized that I was falling in love with David was on New Year's Eve. So David and I had officially started dating like mid-December. So we were like newly dating, and my parents were coming to town. And so I was like, you know, I know this is weird, like we had just started dating, but my mom and dad are gonna be here. Do you wanna meet him? And he was like, oh yeah, of course, I'd love to. So we ended up spending New Year's Eve at my cousin Marley's house, and her sister Emily was there, and all of their kids were running around, and Finley, our flower girl, was just so like cuddly and cute and loved David so much. And there was a moment where like she crawled up into his lap, and they were like laughing and giggling with each other, and I was just kind of looking them, and it like hit me that, oh gosh, like I'm not just dating this guy because I like him, like I really like him. So that was probably like the first moment of like, wow, this is serious.
Man, there's been a lot of moments that I knew that I loved Hilary, but one, I had a basketball game one night, and normally we were kind of going back and forth on weekends to see each other, and she said she couldn't come see me that weekend. So I said, oh, okay, no worries, and we talked, and I was talking to her before the game, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with some friends tonight, yada yada. And I was walking across the gym about 20 minutes before the game. I was going to talk to my team, and I just hear David, and I turn, and she's sitting in the stands, and for whatever reason, like that moment was like, wow, like this is real, this is you know, this is special, and it's not just something, you know, that you find every day. My favorite thing is just how compassionate she is, whether it's for her patients or for her family or her friends. She is definitely the one in our relationship that is always trying to think about just the ripple effect of decisions we make, and she wants to make everybody happy. And I just think that that's such just a true quality that not many people have.
My favorite trait about David would probably be how passionate he is about things. I mean, if it's our relationship, if it's basketball, if it's taking care of Iggy, he's just always putting his whole heart into everything, and I just appreciate how hard he works towards things that he loves. My favorite memory thus far with David would probably be when we traveled to Key West together for Laura and Lorenzo's wedding. It was our first opportunity to go on vacation together, and we just had such a good time and made so many good memories. I just think that was really special, and it was really early on in our relationship, so I feel like it was a good foundation to build on.
My favorite memory that Hilary and I have had is I loved when we went to Key West. I loved to travel, and we were idiots. We hopped on a late night flight after playing golf that afternoon with Sarah and Jordan. Hilary hadn't slept in 24 hours, and we got on a late night flight. We get into Miami. Hilary looks at me when we get off the plane in Miami, and she was like, did we land in a different country? And so if you've ever been to Miami airport, you know that. And so we got off the plane, we got in a rental car, and we drove down to Key West on US 1, and it was just, the whole trip was amazing. Getting to see Laura and Lorenzo get married, getting to just spend time away as a couple and together was just so much fun. Nothing irritates me about Hilary. She's so perfect in every way. No, but for real, it bugs me and irritates me that when I try to wake her up in the morning, something she's been doing recently is she'll be asleep and I'll give her a kiss goodbye because I go to work before she's up, and she just looks at me and goes, sleep, and like smacks me in the face. And that really irritates me when I'm like trying to get out the door and she doesn't even open her eyes.
One of the things that David does that irritates me is he has these little toothpicks with the floss thing attached to it, and they're all over the house and they're used, so it's disgusting. I mean, I find them in our bathroom, on the floor, outside by the cars where we park. Like, he just throws them around like they're confetti or something, I guess. But that's the one thing that I'm like, oh, it's so gross.
Steve Owens.
I am most looking forward to seeing, oh gosh, Neuschwanstein, the castle. I think that's what it's called. But I've never been to Europe before. I've never traveled overseas, so I think I'm excited for all of it, really. The fjords in Norway are going to be amazing, and Basque Country in Spain, I'm sure, is going to be phenomenal, but all of it, really.
I'm excited to see Hilary outside of the country. I'm excited to see her get to explore things, and one of my favorite looks that she makes is when she sees something like new or beautiful. Like her face just gets so animated, and then she can't even speak at all. And so just being able to see her in that environment and get to experience Europe with her. I mean, it's one of my favorite places to go. You know, I've loved it when I've gone with Eric and with Andrew, and I'm excited to get to go experience Europe with my wife. I'm excited that the wedding is over. And I'm excited the fact that we get to like experience life now. And you know, this year we've talked a lot about wanting to go do things, but we can't because of this wedding thing, or can't because of this wedding thing. So just getting able to be married and to grow in our relationship, and to continue to experience life together. I mean, living life with Hilary has been the greatest pleasure that I think I could ever have.
I'm most excited to just continue to grow with each other, continue to grow in our faith, and, you know, hopefully buy a house soon, and just kind of, you know, develop in our relationship and go on more adventures with each other.
Thank you guys all for making it here today, and being here with us on our special day, and planning out to be here, not just the time and the emotions, but also financially making sure you could be here. We're so appreciative that all of you could be here today.
Thank you so much to our family, our friends, and especially our wedding party for standing next to us on this special day. All the time and effort and money and love that you put into this, we're just so grateful and appreciative of all of you.
And a special thanks to our parents. We wouldn't be the people we are without you, and we're so grateful that you raised us to be the people that we are, and that we could find each other one day and make this marriage our own. With that being said, get on the dance floor, the bar is open, let's party. Woo!